Hi guys, this will be for Cancer for February. Keep in mind, you guys, that time doesn't exist. So really, even though we like to say this is for February, it's really just the upcoming energy in your life, okay? If this reading doesn't resonate with you, check your rising, moon, or Venus sign. I wanted to let you guys know that usually your moon sign reading will answer your soul's deepest question. Okay, so keep that in mind. That was helpful for me. So I just wanted to pass that along. All right, Cancer. February. Envy. So there's something that you're looking out at, but you don't feel is attainable. Okay. It may have to do with a job or some type of like, here it says contract. It may have to do something with a Libra. See how she has the blindfold on? There's parts of this situation that you're not seeing clearly. Okay, there's an imbalance of energy. Do you see that reflected here? There's an imbalance of energy because this guy's all in the gray and there's all this color out here, and then the scales with the blindfold. So I feel like your energy's off a little bit right now. Let's see. It's not a bad thing. It's part of the process, okay? Cancer. No place like home. So there may be an individual that you're very comfortable with, that you see as home, that you can't, that you're like separated from right now, or there's like a separation or a disconnect. I feel like you were feeling like in a very like comfortable place recently, but something happened to like kind of shake that up a little bit. So there's these like underlying sense of like jealousy or envy. All right. Or you could just be looking for what feels like home to you. Yeah. See, before I even saw this, observer, looking. You're kind of looking. You're feeling out of, like, your energy's off. Like something happened to disrupt your sense of home, of comfort. Let's see. And you're kind of trying to get back to that place. Yeah, see, as I cut the deck again, home and rescue. So there's something that disrupted your sense of home or feeling comfortable. It doesn't have to be like a physical spot. Cleaning house. Yeah, so you're kind of recovering from that because that was like the past or the recent energy in your life, like in the recent past. But so this is your current energy when you're watching this video. Cleaning house. You could be moving, doesn't have to be. You could just be purging these feelings of not having this sense of home, and trying to get back to that comfortable place, right? Whatever happened kind of shook that up. But this could also be emotionally purging these feelings of not wanting to look out for color, right? Like finding it internally, because see how in the card here it's like looking out for color, but here, no place like home, it's like coming from internally. So that, like, apply that to the situation that you're going to in this regard. That's the purging process that is happening. Education. So you're learning a lot. You're either studying about something, but also, you know, how I see this card is Spirit's trying to communicate with you. This person's like looking in a book for education, for answers, but then here's Spirit on the side, right? Like, hey, I'm trying to communicate with you, but this person's not paying attention. You may be preoccupied with this process, like this emotional purge, or like even a purge of like your physical environment, your physical space. There's definitely something that disrupted your sense of home recently. But Spirit is wanting to communicate with you. Yeah, see here with the crane again, embracing the messages from spirit, taking time out. Like, this process is important, but also if you're looking for guidance, it's here. It's here, right? It's there. You just have to look. Cancer. Solitude. Yeah. So this is about going within and doing some heavy reflection. Also, the full moon, I'm noticing here in the upcoming energy of this reading is really going to have an impact on this process for you. Just keep being diligent with your process and trying to follow the guidance from the divine. Okay, this is the highest form of self-care right here. This is the highest form of self-care. It may have had to do with a mortgage or some type of contract at work. I'm not necessarily seeing that. Those are secondary messages. Let's get a spirit animal. Whale. Trust the great mystery. Whale spirit. Yeah, this is for a purpose. There's some learning and healing to do with this emotional and purge of your physical space, possibly to do with your home environment. Trust the great mystery, whale spirit. And then hummingbird, be here now. Yeah, this is about being in the present, all right? Like, not flitting around like a hummingbird, really light and on the surface, but time for that deep dive, right? And trusting the process. This may have had to do with some feelings that you weren't necessarily paying attention to, and it's kind of grown. It's kind of grown. So it's time to deal with that, right? With some reflection. Not just like on the surface, right? Okay, let's clarify with some tarot here. Yeah, see, as I'm shuffling, or as I cut the deck, Temperance, which is about divine alchemy, but also about patience. You may also be dealing with the Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, but also messages, communication, Eight of Wands. So observing those messages from spirit, right? You are being guided, you are being led, you just need to pay attention. There's something you're focusing on heavily, and it's a little bit distracting for you. See, the attention is diverted several times in this reading, especially with like the hummingbird. Like, your attention's being divided in multiple places. That's the sense I'm getting. So it's there's a sense of patience and hearing the messages from spirit. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. So this may have had to do with your stability at work, or again in regard to like a home situation, like a mortgage or rent or something like that. That's what was disrupted. Yeah, no place like home. So this may have had to do with children, or you're thinking back to childhood memories, and kind of clearing some of that out with this emotional purge. This may have had to do with a reconciliation. I got the sense that there's some type of separation between two people, and this reconciliation with this person that you feel really comfortable with or at home maybe didn't happen. And it kind of threw you off, like threw your sense of stability off. Yeah, cleaning house after a painful ending, 10 of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like there was a reconciliation that didn't happen. And it just threw off your energy a little bit, okay? And so you're healing from this. You're purging your space, purging emotionally, like clearing out the clutter, right? After this ending. Solitude. It's in this solitude and doing this inner work that you're going to hear the messages. You may also get communication from, let me see. Yeah, you don't want someone who's like not committed, who's like in and out. You want this stability again. You like 10 of Pentacles, complete abundance and stability. You want that. You don't want someone who's like in and out. The Page of Wands, right? Kind of like non-committal. You may be hearing from someone. This is in the upcoming energy of your life. So the recommendation is to really reflect on if you want that type of energy in your life when that communication comes from this person who's non-committal. This is under the Solitude card, right? Really reflect on what's important to you. Because it can initiate another cycle if you allow this person who's going to be communicating with you back into your life when you were doing this internal reflection and work. See what energy they're in. Okay, right now they're coming in as the Page of Wands, which is kind of non-committal in and out. Yeah, trust the great mystery. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, that's you. That's you. And this is in the upcoming energy of your life. Working on filling your own cup at this time, right? Because the Queen of Cups, her cup is full on her own. She doesn't need anyone else's cup to fill hers, right? She's very intuitive. She's very compassionate. Wears her heart on her sleeve. Okay, very loving. So trust the great mystery. This is so that you can get back to this place after this disruption in your stability, whether it be from work or relationship. Yeah, justice will be served. Additionally, you may be dealing with a Libra, but this came up twice, right, in this contract card. Contract. So it could have to do with like a mortgage or a job or another person, a marriage even. It's not the main message I'm getting from it. But yeah, Libra is heavily reflected in this reading. But also justice will be served in this situation. If this person did something to disrupt your sense of stability in home life and they want to come back in with this Page of Wands energy, justice will be served, because by that time you've been working on, this solitude and inner work, and your cup will be full, and you may turn them down. That's a possibility. Justice will be served accordingly in this situation. It was painful for you, for sure. All right, let's get some Hidden Truth Oracle cards here. I know I was a distraction from your pain, and my life is not as together as it seems. So yeah, they may be feeling like this too, right? Their sense of stability has been off too. And also the distraction part, that's reflected many times with energy kind of being scattered instead of focused, with the hummingbird and the card with the crane not paying attention to the messages. Like the energy is not focused right now, this time. I want to feel that way again. So yeah, that's where that envy came in with that 10 of Pentacles. That stability and abundance. I want to feel that way again. I'm afraid to contact you under no place like home and 6 of Cups, which has to do with reconciliation. I feel like there wasn't one, and this was probably the reason why. You came closer than anyone. So yeah, there's definitely an emotional purge that's happening with this painful ending. This other individual was guarded and had a lot of lessons to learn still. I bury myself in work to forget you. That one wanted to come out. And work has been reflected a couple times here, so I'm going to take it. But yeah, they again, the energy is, it's distracted. It's like, what was the other card that came out? I was a distraction from your pain. I bury myself in work to forget you. There's an avoidance of issues in this connection. So many things remind me of you. Yeah, so they will likely be coming back around again, but you've kind of grown in the process and have been dealing with this. So it's up to you what you want to do. I wish I could share my good news with you. That may have had to do something with their mortgage or home, or maybe they're married, something like that. There's some type of other contract that they're involved in. Let me get some cards here. Yeah, circles. That's what's happening with this person. It's a cycle. As I was saying with this message in the Page of Wands, right? It's a cycle with this person. And in solitude, you'll be able to kind of get aligned with self and determine if that's a cycle that you want to start again. You know, when they message you, is that a cycle you want to start again? Third eye intuition arising from the ashes. This is because I asked what will be the outcome of this scenario. And we have third eye intuition and rising from the ashes. So you're going to be listening to your intuition, and you're going to be getting back into this Queen of Cups and trusting the great mystery energy. You're going to regain your sense of your sense of stability, your foundation, so that this process can occur. That's the sense I'm getting, that if this person comes around with like low vibrational energies, you're not gonna detox, purge. This is at the heart. So you're definitely going through like this purging process, emotionally and physically, like in your surroundings. Sacrifices, compromises. Are you going to sacrifice your peaceful solitude if this person tries to come around again in this Page of Wands energy, non-committal, in and out, just wants passion, if you get what I'm saying? Are you willing to compromise the work that you've been doing after what happened in the past, and potentially having that cycle start all over again? This is something you need to consider, sacrifices and compromises, okay? So sound bowl vibrations is at the bottom here. This is under Whale Spirit, Trust the Great Mystery, and Queen of Cups. So this may be helpful for you. I know that there's a lot of videos on YouTube that have this, that may help get back to this like grounded, centered space, okay? So that you can get that stability, that sense of stability back. And then at the bottom, longing for an old love. Yeah. So I get the sense it's the masculine energy that walked away from this situation for some other reason. But this is the current energy, and I feel like you're going to be coming out of that. All right, just be careful that if they come back, are you going to start that cycle again? Okay. All right. I hope that helps, Cancer. I will check in with you next time. Have a good evening. Bye.